guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Neha and I make videos all about beauty and wellness inspired by my South Asian culture. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more. Today I am sitting down to give you guys an update on where have I been? What am I doing? What's going on with me? And I've got my little cup of tea here and I'm just sitting down to have a little chai time with you. So, where have I been? What's been going on? It's been a really busy year for me. I had a lot of family visiting, coming and going. I had a lot of health things that I had to focus on this year as well. And so my content planning for videos and my blog have not been the best that I think I'm capable of and wanted to do. So I'm definitely kind of taking this fall season to retreat inward, focus in on my goals again, and think about what I would like to do next. So that being said, summer was a super busy time for me. June, July, August, I have a lot of family coming in to stay with us, so it's a real mad dash for me every year. But starting in September, I really started celebrating the season. You guys know I absolutely love fall. It's just the most cozy time of year. I love when the leaves turn and everything is just kind of crisp and golden and cozy and the weather turns, and all of that just is very inspiring to me. So when September rolled around, I decided to kind of change my attitude, embrace the season, break out all my cozy sweaters, and just love everything that was happening around me. So I started doing a lot more positive affirmations in the morning. I went back to that daily habit of doing some affirmations for the day and doing gratitude in the evening at bedtime. I love just taking a few moments in the morning and evening for myself to kind of meditate, just take a breath, clear my mind, and just get really centered for the day. There's something so magical about that. And I also started re-listening to one of my favorite audiobooks by Rhonda Byrne, who wrote The Secret. I love the audiobook called The Power. If you haven't checked that out, definitely do. It always just re-centers me and brings me back to a place of being really positive and intentional and reminding me that we are like kind of co-creating our life together with the divine energy that's out there. Whatever you choose to call it is up to you. That's more than fine. So I was doing a lot of that, just kind of focusing on myself and getting back into a little bit of meditation, positive self-talk, all those sorts of things. And it's just stuff that makes me really happy. And the other big change that happened for me in September was I started really focusing on my health. Summer was really, really fun. We were visiting all the friends and all the family and traveling and stuff. And by the time September rolls around, it's definitely time to, get back on track, so to speak. Summer is always a very indulgent time for us. There's, ice cream and going out and water parks and roller coasters and all that kind of stuff. So we're eating out a lot. And so in September, I took a step back and I knew, okay, I'm not feeling great in my body. I want to reset a little bit. And I was kind of looking for something new, old but new. I mean, at the core, I know the basic eating, healthy eating principles: fruits, veggies, whole grains, avoid processed stuff, avoid junk food, fried food. Like, these are things that I know, but I wanted to try like a different kind of program or something. And so I had gone back to watching some of my favorite videos by High Carb Hannah here on YouTube. I love all her videos. She's so creative with her recipes. But one of her videos, older videos that I was watching, reminded me of The Starch Solution by Dr. McDougall, and he has two books that are really well known. The one is The Starch Solution, and the other is McDougall's Plan for Maximum Weight Loss. And so I started just kind of reading up or researching them a little bit more. And so through that, I stumbled upon an incredible YouTube channel here called Well Your World. It's run by a guy named Dylan. You have to check it out. I will link it down below. But I just love his dry, no nonsense kind of humor. He just tells you the real deal straight. And I learned so much in his quick, short, snappy videos. some things that I already knew, but a lot of things that I didn't know. And so he focuses on a whole foods, plant-based diet. And he also advocates for SOS free eating. That stands for salt, oil, and sugar free. So taking out some of those extra things, because salt and sugar, as you would guess, enhances your food, right? It makes your food taste better. So rather than stopping at a point of fullness that you can feel from your tummy, that mouth feel can make you eat more and more, and really, because you're kind of over enjoying it. You're not really tasting the real flavors of the food. They are enhancers. And he does not cook with any oil at all, because oil is a processed food. You know, you take something like an olive that has like fiber and water and nutrients and stuff in it, and you smush them and you extract the oil. So the philosophy is that, you know, rather than having oil, why don't you just have the olives if you enjoy olives, right? So it's not like a no-fat diet that he promotes. If you are at a happy weight, you can certainly have, you know, avocados, nuts, seeds, things like that. But an avocado or walnuts or seeds, those are still items in their like whole form. And so that's what it means by like whole food, and mostly plant-based. So he's like a super strict vegan. I love fruits and veggies. So I would say that in our house, we are mostly vegetarian pretty much most of the time, but I don't ascribe to the term vegan, because being vegan is like a whole lifestyle is what my understanding is. And so for example, you know, a true vegan will probably not wear leather and things like that. But so anyway, I don't want to adhere myself to labels, because I think it causes a lot of controversy and a lot of swirl, which I'm not interested in. I'm all about creating a really positive environment here on my channel. So I really love adhering to whole foods, plant-based, like most of the time. And you can make your own decisions about what non-compliant foods you will and won't include. Anyway, so since September, I have been kind of following, you know, getting back to more clean eating, my clean eating roots that I learned from Tone It Up, but also just exploring new recipes and ideas through Well Your World and absolutely loving it. I certainly don't miss oil. It's really easy to cook without the grease, I'm finding, which has been such a wonderful surprise. And the biggest thing I learned from Dylan's channel is this concept of calorie density. And comment down below, leave me a thumbs up if you want me to do a video that explains some of these things to you. I think it would be worth kind of going a little bit more in depth on stuff like that, and I would love to share what I've learned. But essentially, it's kind of a way to keep your calories in check without having to track them or count them and get yourself in such a tizzy, like tracking all day and getting obsessed with the numbers. I don't think that's a healthy thing to do. It certainly makes me feel kind of crazy and neurotic, so I know it's not healthy for me personally, mentally, to get too obsessed with like calorie counting. But yeah, I've just been loving eating this way. After a few weeks, I introduced it to my husband because he noticed I was making some changes, and he was like, what's this new thing you're doing? And he loves eating this way. And so we've been able to have really like larger meals that are filling, fiber-rich, water-rich, nutrient-rich diet, but we're still able to lose weight without having to track every single calorie or points or stuff like that. So this just feels like a much more sustainable way for us right now. It's what's working. It's what's working for us right now. So I'm really happy with that. Let me take a sip. By the way, do you guys like this lip color on me? I feel like it's super dark, and I'm kind of like, ugh. I wish it was more of like this kind of bright red, like my shirt, but it's really dark. I don't know if I like it. You need to let me know if you like it or not. Okay, the other thing that's been happening is a lot has changed at work for me. If you guys don't know, I do have a regular like 9-to-5 office job, separate from YouTube and separate from my blog. And we've had some big team changes on there, but the amazing news is that I am now moved over to like a new team, and I know a lot of the people on there, so that's really cool. Like I'm friends with some of them, so I'm excited for that. And things are a little bit squishy because a lot of work is transitioning. I'm not the only person that moved or got had like departmental changes, so things are certainly in flux, you know, in general at the office, which is fine. You have to just be flexible and fluid. So I'm eager and excited to start doing some of my new work. But it's still like not super like settled in. So that's a little bit challenging, but also exciting at the same time. Okay, and I think my last update is I have been reflecting on my YouTube channel and where I want to go and what I want to do with it. I'm really excited because I feel like after so many different phases and trying different things, I think I'm ready to really just hone in on what I love, the content that I love learning about, sharing about, talking about, and I really want to create a community around that. And for me, it's about beauty, wellness, being your best self. So a little bit of self-care, self-love, but also self-development or improvement, you could say, you know, motivation, productivity, a little bit of that too. But I really feel like all these things work together holistically. So that's the direction I'm going to start moving in. And it'll be a little bit less of the sort of shopping hauls or unboxings or things like that. If I have something special to share in that vein, I certainly will, but I'm realizing I think it's time to start getting really focused because the things that I have been educating myself on lately have been so valuable to me, and that's what I want to share back out with you guys, just balancing life and marriage and work and my stepkids and travel and family that lives all over the country and things like that, pulling it all together. So I hope that you will enjoy the content that's coming. I'm working really hard on putting all of that together. If you have any requests, make sure to comment down below and let me know. But I want to also start sharing some cozy recipes, healthy recipes like that are kind of Indian-ish, Indian inspired, we can say. So sharing a bit more of my culture here too. So healthy recipes. I also want to start doing more beauty like DIYs. I've never really done DIY face masks and things like that, but it's stuff that I know a lot about, so I will be sharing more about that. So anyway, thank you so much for sitting down and having a cup of tea with me to catch up. I love talking to you guys. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.